Alright, so now that we've covered WordPress themes, we're going to jump into WordPress plugins, and this is the big one. Again, this is why WordPress has so much power and why so many people use it, is because of the plugins that are available for WordPress. So let's go ahead into the plugin section. I just want to click on installed plugins, and we're going to go through all the different plugins that are already installed on our website, and I'll show you what each one does. So remember, we went through the first video in the overview. I showed you HostGator, Jetpack, Creative Mail, OptinMonster, WP Forms, and Yoast SEO were all plugins that were already installed. So you're going to see all those active right here, right? Here's Creative Mail, here's Jetpack, Loginizer, OptinMail, there's HostGator, and then here's one of the Forms one, there's Yoast SEO, right? So there's all of our plugins. There's also a couple other ones up here. So Axmet is one that is for comment spam, I believe is what it does. So if we activated this, it would help fight our comment spam. So if I wanted to activate it, just click activate, and it will go ahead and activate. So then we can go back to plugins, and we can see it's now activated. Okay. Now, one thing I recommend with your plugins is you always enable auto updates. So I'm going to go ahead and enable auto updates and apply. That way, when updates come out, which are generally meant to make the plugin better or to fight hacking or backdoors and things like that where hackers can get in, it will update that automatically for you. Now, some people don't do that. I don't know why, but I typically like to set that for enable auto update so I can automatically update my plugins. Right? So Yoast SEO is the one where I was going to actually install it and show you how to use it for SEO purposes, but it's already here. But I'll use it as a case study on how to get rid of a plugin. So if we wanted to not use Yoast SEO anymore, we would just deactivate, as you can see right there. And now you see it doesn't appear in the left-hand side of my screen anymore, right? That's because we deactivated the plugin. Now to totally get rid of it, we could then delete it, and then it won't even be in our plugin section. And that just helps save, file space for your website if you want to get rid of plugins you're not using. So now Yoast SEO is gone. So now, of course, I want to add an SEO plugin because that just helps make SEO easier on our website. So to do that, I just go to plugin section, add new. And again, we can use Yoast SEO, so I could search for that, or I could search for a different plugin which is similar, like there's all-in-one SEO, there is Rank Math SEO, all are good SEO plugins. We'll go back and we'll just use Yoast since they already had it installed. We'll reinstall it. So I just do a search for Yoast SEO. I click install now, and there's Rank Math right there, which is another good one. And I click activate, and then boom, now we see Yoast SEO is activated again in that left-hand sidebar. That's because we added the plugin and we activated it, okay? So let's go to just look at some different available plugins that are available. So let's go ahead and add new, and I just want to just go through some examples of what's available out there, right? So Classic Editor. Now, I like this plugin because this enables me to edit my WordPress posts and pages in the Classic Editor, which for me is a lot better because I used it so much. Whereas the new editor is more like a block editor, and it means more you gotta like drag stuff, and just for me it's foreign. So actually this is like something I use a lot. You see there's over 5 million active installations. That means a lot of people agree with me where they like the old style of WordPress website building than they do the new style. And that's just kind of what this does. So Axmet, we already have that installed. That's to fight comment spam. Jetpack we have. Classic Widgets, same thing as with the first one I showed you up here with the Classic Editor. Classic Widgets is like a classic widget section where you can easily change your sidebar stuff, and we'll go into that in later videos. So Gutenberg, this is like a different option for website building where you can have like a different type of website builder. So this is forum software, so if you wanted to add a forum to your website, instead of going and coding it and hiring someone to build a forum on your website, you simply install bbPress, you go into the plugin, and you activate your forum. It's that simple. So that's how powerful WordPress is. There is plugins for everything. Anything you can think of. Hey, I want a forum on my website. Let me go search for forum plugins. Well, if we didn't know bbPress was available, we would just go up here to the search bar, forum, search for forum, and then boom, here's a forum plugin. You can keep reading through all the plugins and see which are forum plugins, right? Simple Press Forum. There's all different stuff. Okay, so that just shows you the power of the plugins. Let's go back to the regular screen here. I just want to go through and just show you some of the regular stuff or the regular themes that are or plugins that are available. So WooCommerce, this is again everything you need to launch an online store in days. So WooCommerce is great for like e-commerce stores, just a way of like accepting payments and things like that. Let's keep going down here. Really simple SSL. So if you don't have an SSL on your site, this is a simple plugin to get it to activate easily. WordFence, this is a security plugin, so if you're having any type of problems with malware or anything like that, this is a great security plugin. Just helps increase the security of your site. Lightspeed Cache, so this is a plugin that helps enable auto caching to help speed up your website. I'm not going to explain the technicalities of it. It's just a plugin to help your website go faster. Ghost Duplicate Posts, so this just helps. This is a plugin where if you activate it and you want to duplicate posts or pages on your site, it will create a button where you can duplicate the post or page, and it will create an exact copy of that page. Who knows why you want to use that? I've used it for many different reasons, but if you need it, well, you would go search for duplicate post, duplicate page. This would show up. You would install it, activate it, and now you can duplicate your posts and pages. All right, so we got tons of different stuff here. WordPress Importer, duplicate page there, All-in-One SEO, which is the other SEO plugin I was talking about. Redirection, which is an easy redirect plugin, redirecting one URL from another. Advanced Editor Toolkit. So again, look, there's so many plugins. I'm not going to keep going through this, but the point I want to make to you is that there's generally a plugin for anything you need to do with a website, and the power of WordPress is within the plugins. If you need something, you go search for what you need. Likely a plugin is going to show up where you can install it, activate it, and use it instantly on your site like that, and that is the power of plugins, okay? You see there's over 1,500 pages here of over 54,000 plugins they have, and there's even more on the web that you can go and search. So that's kind of the general overview of plugins. We're going to go a little more into this in detail as we go through the series, but I wanted to give you the overview and just show you how the plugin section works. Of course, all your plugins that are activated, you can go to installed plugins and you'll see the list right here. You can deactivate them, you can delete them from here. You can also go to add new to search for new plugins. And also one thing I didn't show you, if you find a plugin on the web and you download the file, you just simply go to Upload Plugin, then you choose the file from your computer and you can upload the file from there. So not all the plugins are within the WordPress database. Some of them are out on the web, just sold by other companies. They'll give you the files, you download them, then you upload them to WordPress, you activate them in the same sense, and it works the same way. So that is how the plugin section works. Again, if there's any confusion at all, do not worry. We will get there. We're taking baby steps, and things will all come together as I combine all these sections with each other.